If you're considering the global G2 8-inch chef's knife for your kitchen arsenal, hold on a second, because what I'm about to reveal might change your mind. This knife promises razor-sharp precision, unmatched balance, and is lauded by many as the holy grail of Japanese cutlery. But here's what surprised me. Despite all the hype and a 4.8-star rating on Amazon, there are some major, often overlooked problems that could seriously cut into your cooking experience. If you thought this knife was a flawless dream, think again. Because in today's review, I'm diving deep into why you should think twice before buying it. Now, before you click away, let me promise you this. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether the global G2 deserves its $150 price tag, or if it's just a fancy kitchen gimmick. So, if you're a home cook, culinary student, or professional chef looking for a reliable workhorse, stick with me. You're about to get an honest, no-fluff take that might save you from a costly mistake, or convince you it's worth every penny. Let's start with the big picture. The global G2 is an 8-inch chef's knife known for its lightweight design and balanced feel. With a blade made from high-tech molybdenum vanadium stainless steel, Global claims it offers razor-sharp edges that last longer than typical steel. The handle is stainless steel as well, molded and dimpled for comfort and a secure grip. Oh, and it comes with a lifetime warranty, very tempting for someone looking for durability. On paper, it sounds like the perfect knife. But here's the twist. This knife's ultra-thin blade and unique handle design, while innovative, can lead to practical challenges in everyday use. I'm talking about comfort issues, maintenance quirks, and a learning curve that might frustrate even seasoned chefs. Let's cut straight to the heart of it, pun intended. Why might the global G2 actually hold you back in your kitchen? First off, the blade is incredibly thin compared to traditional European knives. That makes it super nimble and precise for delicate slicing, but fragile when it comes to tougher jobs like chopping through bones or dense vegetables. One disappointed buyer mentioned it's as if you're handling a glass sword. Exciting, yes, but also terrifying to use in frantic kitchen moments. The blade's fineness means you need to be gentle or risk chipping. If you saw a knife asking to be bobbied, this would be it. Here's a mini promise. Stick around and I'll get into a surprising maintenance trick to keep this baby sharp without turning it into a weapon for self-injury. Now, a quick story. I gave this knife to my friend who's a pretty heavy-handed cook. He sliced into a tomato like a pro, but then immediately moved on to chopping carrots, and boom, the blade snagged. He looked at me, puzzled, as if the knife just ghosted him. Turns out that if you're used to a heftier, bolstered handle, the slim global handle can feel alien and even slippery despite the dimples. So if you're someone who likes to feel a solid grip, this knife might make you feel like you're handling a wet soap. And trust me, the last thing you want in a kitchen full of sharp objects is a slippery grip. Hence the next issue, the handle design. Stainless steel handles sound great for hygiene and sleek looks, but can get cold and unforgiving in a busy kitchen. Many users report that after extended use, their hands cramp or slip, especially when wet. It's almost like trying to hold a sleek bar of soap while juggling knives, not exactly confidence-inspiring. This handle design is ideal for cooks with smaller hands, but if your grip is larger or you cook a lot, you might need to look elsewhere. And imagine washing that handle, skip the dishwasher, because water spots and slippery handles are real concerns. Hand wash only is the global knife mantra. Now about the blade's sharpness. This is where the knife shines, literally. Global knives come razor sharp right out of the box thanks to their face-ground blade that uses an acute angle not usually seen in European knives. This means the cut edges are finer and hold their edge longer than many high-carbon stainless steel knives. But it comes at a cost. Sharpening is not your average rubbery honing steel job. Global recommends ceramic sharpeners or diamond steels and suggests specific sharpening angles to maintain that edge. To keep this blade in tip-top shape, you need to invest time and possibly extra tools. So, If you were hoping to grab any old honing steel to fix a dull edge, think again. It's a bit like buying a fancy sports car and then realizing you need premium gas and a special mechanic. Speaking of upkeep, here's a joke to lighten the mood. Why did the chef break up with his global knife? Because it was too cutting edge and couldn't handle the pressure. But seriously, if you don't want to commit to these finer details, that razor-sharp edge won't last, and soon, the knife might become just another dull piece of metal. But there's more to the story. Global's design omits the bolster, the thick junction between the blade and handle common in European knives. While this reduces weight, it also removes the finger guard, which for some users feels unsafe. Without a bolster, the transition from blade to handle is very smooth, but this lack of a stopping point for finger placement can increase the risk of slipping onto the blade. Safety-conscious cooks should take note. I mean, if you bought this knife thinking it would be a forgiving partner during your midnight onion frenzy, you might want to rethink. Rehook time. Curious how Global balances that lightweight design so well without a bolster. They use precisely calibrated sand injected into the hollow handle that shifts during use to maintain balance. Pretty futuristic, right? But, and here's the catch, this doesn't always translate to a feeling of stability for every user. Some find the handle too light or oddly balanced compared to what they expected. The knife feels musical in your hand. Yes, it actually rattles slightly due to the moving sand, which can be weird at first. So if you're the type who likes your tools rock solid, this might take some getting used to. Alright, time for another joke because kitchen knives can be serious business. What do you call a knife that sings? A Global G2 tenor. Just kidding, but with that hollow handle and sand inside, you might swear it has a tune. Still with me? Great. Let's talk who this knife is really for. If you're a chef or home cook who prizes precision, enjoys a lightweight tool that won't tire out your hand, and doesn't mind a bit of extra maintenance to keep your blade sharp and safe, this could be your dream knife. If you're into delicate slicing, like prepping sushi or fine dicing vegetables, it excels. But if you want a rugged, all-purpose knife that can handle more aggressive chopping or bone hacking, you'll want to look elsewhere. Also, if you're a newbie in the kitchen or someone who prefers low-maintenance tools, the Global G2's nuances might frustrate you. One final story before we wrap up. A culinary student I know absolutely swears by this knife for its ergonomic design and sharpness. She said it transformed her prep work, cutting down her time and effort substantially. But she also warned that newbies should expect a learning curve and be prepared to invest in proper sharpening tools. It's like acquiring a luxury car. You get finesse but not necessarily convenience. So, where does this leave us? After thoroughly testing and taking on board user reviews, the Global G2 8-inch chef's knife comes with a clear set of pros and cons. Pros: razor-sharp blade that holds its edge longer, lightweight and balanced design, hygienic and sleek stainless steel handle, and a lifetime warranty. Cons: fragile blade needing gentle care, slippery handle that's not for everyone, requires specialized sharpening, no bolster for finger protection, and an unusual weight distribution from the sand in the handle that takes adjustment. Here's the resolution. If you want a knife that feels like an extension of your hand, and you're committed to treating your tool like a cherished artisan piece, this is a worthy investment. You're buying precision, craftsmanship, and style with this Global knife. But if you want a no-fuss, low-maintenance everyday chef's knife that can shrug off a few bumps and heavy chopping, the Global G2 might disappoint. And hey, if you made it this far, here's a little bonus joke for the road. Why don't chefs ever fight? Because they already know how to handle the knives. Whether you end up with the Global G2 or another chef's knife, the most important thing is feeling confident and safe in the kitchen. Ready to make the purchase? Check the link in the description below for the best price on Amazon. This way, you'll get not only the authentic Global G2 8-inch chef's knife, but also the peace of mind that comes with the lifetime warranty and easy delivery. And remember, the right knife isn't just about cutting, It's about crafting the culinary experience you want. Thanks for watching, and here's to sharper slicing, safer cooking, and happier meals ahead.